Welcome back to our Italian dream house and another episode. In today's video, we'll be tackling something that we've been putting off for a year. And we are so happy with the results. Let us know in the comment section what you think. Enjoy the episode. What's happening in the bathroom?
Like we mentioned in the last episode, there are a few tasks left to complete here before this bathroom is finished. And today we are tackling those tasks. First task is putting pipe extensions on to the taps for the sink and also for the shower so that everything's at the right distance, and we can put these, I don't really know what this is called.
Covers.
Yeah, covers, exactly. So we can put the covers in place, because right now they're not at the right depth in the wall to be able to put these on. So that's the first task, and once that's done, we will install some shower doors. And once that's done, we will install a towel rail. And once that's done, we will
How about the toilet?
The electrics. The toilet, yeah, just needs a water inlet tube, and then we're good to go. So let's get on with it. Be a really short one.
You look like you've just been to war with the tap.
I've been to war with the tap. This guy is putting up a fight. But I think I found a solution. Actually, the lengthening piece wouldn't have worked without having cut the tap, some thread off the tap, because it can't go all the way in. And I didn't think about that beforehand. So what I've actually done is I've loosened the actual fitting that's in the wall so that it could come forward more. And I've managed to turn the tap, and I turned 10 times then. So there should be 10 threads inside, which should be plenty. And I've put lots of Teflon tape on the thread, and that should be good, actually. So that's good news. And the good news is, or the good thing, is that on the other side we have a little inspection hole that we can open, and we can check and make sure that nothing's leaking once we turn everything back on. So that's good. Next step, toilet, because we're waiting for a tool for this one from our plumber and we can't get hold of him. But the toilet I can start now, so I'll do that.
For any anxious soul who's now worried that you're doing something you have no clue about.
Yeah, they would be correct.
It's not really true.
Send help, please.
You've done a fair amount of plumbing on the boats.
Yeah. I have. Plumbing's easy, you know. If there's water coming out, you just tighten it a bit more. If it's still coming out, you put a bit more Teflon tape.
We also have supervision of our plumber, Fabio.
Yeah, I mean, this is standard DIY stuff. Changing a toilet is really just standard stuff. So that's fine, and I'm only changing the water inlet tube. I haven't touched the waste pipe, that's all good.
Do we want to say why we're changing the water?
Yeah, the pressure is too high in the house and it blew the last tube. So we will be putting a pressure regulator at the water inlet in the house, and that will reduce the pressure in the house to the acceptable amount, and will stop our toilet tubes exploding in the future.
Don't break it. You're in the camera technico.
Well, I'm behind the washing machine, which will in the future be our technical cupboard. and I'm here to add a pressure regulator to our water inlet. So Emily bumped into our plumber at the plumbing store whilst getting some stuff for the bathroom, and we were going to get one of these anyway, but he was luckily there, so built it for us and gave her instructions to give me instructions on how to install it. And the reason is because all of the toilet, sinks, taps, everything, a water inlet is rated for 3.5 bar pressure, and our plumber thinks that we're about 8.5 bar in the street, which is why we've been having issues with water leaks, like burst pipes. There's been 3 or 4 now.
In the street?
In the street, yeah. The pressure's so high that the tube in the street keeps breaking, and then they replace it, and then an older piece further up the street then breaks, and then they replace that, and it's just worked its way from about 500 meters down the street all the way up. So now it's time for us to reduce the pressure, reduce the load on all of our water pipes in the house, and we shouldn't have any issues personally with the house. Whatever they do on the streets, up to them. So, water inlet is here. This is going to be the technical cupboard, and this goes straight onto it, straight into the system, and voila. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
That is a weird English expression.
Yeah. And we can even add a pressure gauge, so we can see what the pressure is.
Third try.
Yeah, added a bit of
Leaky little sucker though.
Teflon tape into the thread. So hopefully that will solve the issue for us. Tiny little leak though.
Yeah.
But a little leak over a long time. There's a lot of water in the end, so better just to get it right. Just out for our evening walk with Ernie, and we've just noticed that the first signs of life on the vines is showing. The leaves have just come out. That's happened in the last day or so. We've had 3 weeks of rain, and it's obviously done lots of good for the vineyards. This is all Barbera, this vineyard here, which is a typical grape, and they make a Barbera wine, Barbera d'Asti, and it's very typical for this region. So in about 3 months' time, this will be full of grapes. So that's cool. It's nice to see a bit of life after the winter. The next step in finishing this bathroom is to install the shower doors, the glass doors. And the first step is to drill the holes for our frame. And that's what I'm doing now. So I've got a special porcelain tile drill bit. I've done 2 already. I'm on the 3rd. I've got 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So I've got a few left to go. And it takes quite a while because this stuff's really hard to get through. So it takes a little bit of pressure and time. So let's do it. After drilling the holes, the next step is to install these frames. They're a little bit like guides for the glass. And once they're in, then we can bring the glass in and it clips into place. You screw it in and then the door is the last one. You hang the door in the last moment.
The sliding door.
Exactly, it's a sliding door. So let's just get this one on and then we can bring the glass in. I have to say, the instructions are not very clear. So I'm assuming that they are for plumbers who generally know what they're doing. So just putting the glass together, because it has to clip in with some like rails, the top and bottom rail. It's already taken me an hour.
Are you sure you're an engineer?
Yeah, but it's really unclear and I don't want to make a mistake. It's never easy.
This is the most ridiculous construction.
I just don't understand.
It's definitely not an engineer who's been doing these instructions.
Product designer.
Yeah. Light.
Soon.
Do you want to share?
Yeah, probably.
Was it as easy as the other IKEA lights?
Yeah. Very easy. The next challenge is this mess. That knot of wires. To remember which goes where and what does what.
Want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm now connecting all of the bathroom electrics into the mains electrics. So we've got our live wire in for our lights, our neutral wire for our lights, our earth for our lights, and then we've got our live wire in for the socket and our neutral for the socket. So I've just wired all the lights in. We've got our live into our live to the switch, our returning switch live, and this is our switch live that goes up to the light on the ceiling, and then we've got our returning neutrals which connect into the neutrals. Earth, you'll see two going in here because I've just done both lights at the same time for that one, just to save myself some time later. Yeah, and we're actually at the stage now where we're going to test the light. I couldn't remember if I had wired it in here previously. So this is where the live, the neutral and the earth arrive, and then they're distributed to the bathroom.
Ernie, you're kind of ruining the shot.
He wants to be in it. And it looks like I hadn't done that because there was no power when we just tried to turn the light on. So I just need to identify which cables are the ones that go there, connect them into the mains live, and then we should be good to go.
Should I go and check which one you're pulling?
Yeah, actually I would prefer you to pull.
Okay.
Oh, you're imagining being in the shower together. Sexy.
We have a shower.
Finally.
Just took a year, but you know, some piano.
No.
Some
Good things come to those that wait. That's the expression you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm born in December. I don't have that within me. Looks great. Really, really pleased. Do you like it, Ern? Yeah, you want to come in too? Yeah.
The shower doors are officially in. We've just installed the handle and all the rubber seals, but now we have to put a silicone bead all the way around to waterproof it. So first up is to tape. I'm actually using a grey silicone, which is the same colour as the grout, so it will blend in. And in that case, I want to tape up because I don't want to end up putting grey silicone all over the black framing and making it look disgusting and messy. So I'm going to tape up, and then I'm going to run a bead, and I'm going to use my finger to smooth it off, and that should be that. Then tomorrow, once it's dry, we can use the shower.
So this concludes this episode of how we have almost finished our master bathroom. We are so happy with the result, and I know we keep saying this, but this might now be the best room in the house. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification button. We are also on Instagram and Patreon for those of you who want some extra content. See you in the next episode.